A true Stoic stronghold is not afraid to examine themselves. You regularly engage in self-reflection to identify areas for growth, weaknesses, and areas where a true Stoic does not let their emotions govern their behavior. This does not mean suppressing or denying your feelings, but rather understanding that emotions are fleeting and subject to change. A Stoic understands that their thoughts, not external circumstances, are the true sources of suffering. When faced with criticism, instead of reacting impulsively with anger or frustration, you pause, reflect, and understand that the comment, no matter how harsh, is not a reflection of your worth. You choose not to give it the power to dictate your emotional state. This emotional mastery allows you to make decisions based on reason, not reactive impulses. You do not fall into the trap of letting your emotions dictate how you respond to situations or people. Instead, you focus on what is within your control and let go of what is not. Where others see failure or difficulty, the Stoic stronghold sees opportunity. In every challenge, there lies a lesson. Stoics believe that adversity is not something to be avoided, but embraced. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflects on how life's obstacles provide the greatest opportunities for growth. When you lose a job, you don't see it as a personal failure. Instead, you view it as a chance to reassess your goals, build resilience, and maybe even pursue something that aligns more with your true calling. Every setback is an opportunity for self-improvement. Your approach to difficulty is one of calm acceptance, not resistance. You don't waste energy on wishing things were different. Instead, you focus on how you can adapt, learn, and emerge stronger. One of the most essential lessons in Stoicism is the distinction between what is within your control and what is not. A true Stoic understands that their peace of mind depends on this wisdom. You cannot control other people's actions, the weather, or the future, but you can control your own responses. When someone cuts you off in traffic, instead of getting frustrated, you focus on your own reaction. You choose to remain calm, knowing that the driver's actions are beyond your control, but your response is entirely up to you. This mindset keeps you grounded. You focus on actions you can take, and you accept what you cannot change without frustration. This acceptance of the uncontrollable frees you from unnecessary anxiety. A Stoic stronghold is unshaken by the external world. Life's turbulence may affect the body, but it does not touch the Stoic's peace of mind. Just like a tree that stands firm in the wind, the Stoic remains unmoved, even in the face of chaos. In times of crisis, whether it's a global pandemic, political upheaval, or personal tragedy, you are able to stay calm and composed. You don't allow external circumstances to dictate your sense of peace. Your inner tranquility is your most valuable asset. This peace comes from the understanding that you cannot control everything around you. By focusing on your thoughts and actions, you cultivate an unshakable calmness that remains intact, even when the world around you is spinning out of control. A Stoic stronghold does not seek approval from others. Instead, they are guided by their own values, ethics, and principles. External validation, be it in the form of wealth, status, or praise, holds little sway over their sense of self-worth. You may live a modest life, not because you cannot afford luxuries, but because you understand that true happiness does not come from material possessions. You prioritize things that align with your values, like family, personal growth, and integrity. In the face of societal pressures to conform or accumulate more, you stay true to your personal philosophy. This detachment from external desires enables you to experience deep contentment, regardless of what others may think. Stoics believe that everything in life, whether seemingly good or bad, is part of a larger cosmic plan. You embrace the idea that every moment is a gift, even if it comes wrapped in difficulty. You take the time to express gratitude for what you have, instead of focusing on what you lack. Instead of lamenting over the inconvenience of a delay or an obstacle, you reflect on the opportunity it brings. Perhaps you now have time to think, reflect, or prepare. In this way, you practice gratitude for each experience, regardless of how it initially appears. This mindset allows you to maintain a positive outlook on life, as you recognize the inherent value in every experience. Through gratitude, you remain grounded in the present moment. Rather than constantly seeking more, the Stoic stronghold is keenly aware that nothing lasts forever. Life, as well as circumstances, is transient. By accepting impermanence, you free yourself from the clutches of attachment and desire. When someone you love passes away, instead of holding on to sorrow indefinitely, you remember that change is inevitable. You allow yourself to grieve, but you also accept the natural cycle of life and death. Focusing on cherishing the memories rather than mourning the loss, your understanding of impermanence brings you peace. As you do not cling to moments or people, you cherish them while they are here, and when they are gone, you release them with grace. Understanding that their departure is part of the natural order, you are consistently self-reflective, avenue fallen short of your own principles. This introspection is not about self-criticism, but about continual self-improvement. At the end of each day, you take time to reflect on your actions, words, and thoughts. Did you live according to your values? Did you react with virtue, or did you give in to negative emotions? This self-awareness helps you make better choices in the future. This habit of self-reflection ensures that you are constantly evolving. It prevents you from becoming complacent and helps you align your actions with your higher ideals. A Stoic stronghold is comfortable being alone with their thoughts. In fact, solitude is not something to be feared, but rather embraced as an opportunity for personal growth, reflection, and self-discovery, rather than seeking distractions through social media, television, or other external sources. You carve out time to be alone. During this time, you engage in practices like journaling, reading, philosophy, or meditating, which deepen your understanding of yourself and the world. Solitude strengthens your sense of self, helping you cultivate inner peace and clarity. It allows you to tune out the noise of the world and reconnect with your core values. Lastly, a true Stoic stronghold has a profound acceptance of death. The Stoics taught that death is not something to fear, but rather a natural part of life. By meditating on death regularly, you free yourself from the fear that it may one day come. You do not live in constant anxiety about your mortality. Instead, you use the awareness of death to live more fully, focusing on what truly matters. You seek to live virtuously and meaningfully, understanding that life's impermanence makes each moment precious. In this sense, death becomes a teacher, reminding you to live with purpose and integrity. By embracing mortality, you are freed from the fear that often holds others captive, and you live each day as though it were a gift. This Stoic stronghold is not defined by external circumstances, but by their internal fortitude, through emotional mastery, resilience in adversity, acceptance of impermanence, and a steadfast adherence to their values. A true Stoic remains unshaken in the face of life's challenges. If you recognize these traits within yourself, then you are on the path to becoming an unmovable force in your own life, able to face whatever comes your way with dignity, grace, and strength.